Let's now welcome Willem Els, who's the Senior Training Coordinator on Terrorism and Explosives-related Incidents at the ISS. Willem, it's great to have you with us. You heard the President there, as well as the Minister of Police, talking at great lengths about the importance of this particular summit, as well as their hopes of achieving its objectives. So what was your biggest takeaways from this gathering?
Good afternoon to you. Yes, Alicia, there are quite a few takeaways, and it's really, I must start off with say it is promising, because if you remember the very first address of the minister in Parliament, he laid out his priorities, and we could see that he followed up on that, and that one of those, all those priorities are actually addressed in this more holistic approach that he is actually advocating here. So it seems to me that the police have realized that what has been implemented in the past 15 to 20 years has clearly not worked for us. So they are looking now, and that's the purpose of this summit, is to look at new and innovative ways in strategies in order to address the challenges faced by them and crime.
I mean, let's look further into those objectives to fight crime, Willem. I mean, the concerning issue in the ease of access to guns leading to excessive gun violence, the deployment of tech policing equipment and more visibility, and as well as the growing issue of corruption were all mentioned as key to achieving these. Let's talk strategy. Which should be the priority focus on the rollout from, of course, of these projects?
Yeah, I think, and if you look at the state president's address, it started off with the elephant in the room, and that is corruption. You know, the police trust, the trust of the public in the police is around 27% of the public that trust the police. Where if you look at police services like the Bavarian police, for instance, where you got a 98% trust level in the police, and we can turn it around. And it seems that they are looking at that. They have been in touch with the Bavarian police. They visited them. They're trying to learn from them. So I think that is something that will come out in this summit, but also in the policy and the strategy of the minister and the national commissioner that will be followed by this summit. So corruption is really it's paramount. We have to start, and we have to start at the top. It's no use to start at the bottom and you root out the foot soldiers. You have to start at the top, get the kingpins out, clean out the police, and then start with a clean slate with people who really want to do, and people who are there with a calling to deliver service to the public. The second thing that you also mentioned there is our challenge with firearms, more in particular illegal firearms, has been mentioned. Now, for the past 20 years plus, we had a firearm strategy. We had really we changed all the legislation. We had various drives and initiatives, and clearly it's been failing us. So what I like about this conference, and also it comes out in the heading of the conference, is to look at a more holistic approach. So now is the ideal opportunity for the minister and the national commissioner to get together all the role players, not on two or people that talk the language you want to hear. Get the whole community, civil society, all the role players together and sit down and draft a holistic approach and a strategy that will then be implemented in order to face our challenge with firearms, because rightly so, firearms is a major problem in our country. Another thing that also visible policing. Now, of course, visible policing has got a limit to its effectivity. Crime prevention that is being left to the police. You know, the Constitution, it actually mandates the police to do crime prevention. But your challenge is, and that came out in the president's speech, your challenge is that the police doesn't have control over most of the drivers of crime in South Africa. That other departments have got control over those things. So what I believe is going to come out of this summit is that there will be a more holistic approach where all the other departments, and you can see those departments have all also been invited to attend the summit. So it seems that the minister and also the national commissioner with this approach, they want to address something that is also referred to as the impossible mandate that has been given to the police. They cannot what you call prevent crime if they can't control and have no access to the elements that control the drivers of crime. So if they then bring all of those departments and all the role players together, and the police can then advise them on how to prevent what projects are there, and also the outcomes of the projects that they implement, I think we're on the right track.
Absolutely, Willem, because I was also encouraged by this because you and I have also through our previous conversations reiterated that need for the multi-departmental collaboration so as to effectively deal with crime from the grassroots levels. And it definitely is about time that we explore this route as a means for more hands-on-deck type of approach.
Yeah, exactly. And that has been something that the minister also highlighted in his first speech in Parliament, and now he's bringing it through. So he is involving all the different role players, from civil society to the private sector to all the other departments, but also your community policing forums. It seems that they want to make them more prominent. They want to bring policing back to the police, to the public. So the public must become involved, because at the end of the day, if you look at the 9 principles of policing that was drafted some many years ago by Sir Robert Peel, one of them is the police are from the public, in the public. So you are a part of the public, and they must trust you, and you must trust them. And the moment you can have that relationship, your policing is actually going to work.
Absolutely. Willem, thank you so much for your input this afternoon. We're going to leave it there. Mr. Willem Els is the Senior Training Coordinator at ISS, weighing in on the Police Summit that is currently taking place over the next couple of days in Ekurhuleni.